to our advice. He's adopted a local anthem for his walk-on music to endear him to the German crowd even more. He's a very popular figure anyway, irrespective of his choice of music, but he's chosen the very popular number At Them Lost, which means breathless. And I tell you what, this final match of the day could leave us breathless as well, because it really could be a very, very good crescendo to what has been another terrific 2 sessions of darts over the course of this second round schedule here at the International Darts Open. Joe Cullen up against K.Huybrechts, a 2-time European Tour champion, seeded 3 here, and a player who has to be very much respected. But by the same token, Huybrechts will be well aware of the danger that lurks in front of him.
Yeah, too right. I'm sure that Kim saw the match between Joe and Jeffrey de Graaf last night, and the quality of darts that Joe brought to that contest at the very end. But you have to respect K.Huybrechts because he's the second highest seed left in this tournament.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, it's Joe to throw first. Yep. Game on.
Peter Wright, seeded 2, safely through. I say safely through, 6-4 against Steve West. It could so easily have gone to a decider. They were taking an eternity over the conclusion of that match, with the eventual loser in the madhouse, and Peter Wright struggling to find double 5.
Peter described that performance backstage as
96.
Snatchy.
And in the world of darts, that means that you were a little bit edgy. But nothing edgy about this from Joe Cullen.
180!
Absolutely not. Cullen with the advantage of throwing first, down to 186 after 6 darts already, so plenty for Huybrechts to think about already here.
Yeah, K.Huybrechts, newly married. I said to him earlier on today,
145.
he kept that quiet. Well, just goes to show professional sports people in the world don't have to plaster themselves all over Hello magazine, and sometimes you just need some privacy to enjoy the things away from the board.
41.
That's exactly what Kim's done.
Double 16
Game
for Joe.
shot on the first leg. Joe Cullen.
Yeah, I see
Second
that
leg
was
is Kim to throw first.
Mrs. Huybrechts in the crowd who Kim kissed on the way up.
I hope so.
Well, otherwise he may well have some explaining to do. Anyway, he's got some catching up to do here, because Joe Cullen has taken the first leg. Cullen, a player who has had a terrific 2016 so far. We talked about it in some detail yesterday. He's also qualified for Mulheim as well next weekend. He'll be seeded 16 and 15 respectively for the final 2 European Tour events of this year, in Sindelfingen and in Hildesheim. So he's guaranteed from that lot another £4,000 at least from the final 3 European events of this year. He's picked up 60 grand in prize money this year already. And he's just got that platform now, that foundation on which to build. As Huybrechts rattles in his first 180 of the match, he's down to 162. He has a very healthy cushion already. 240 minus these.
95.
Joe's seeding going into the later part of the European season is not an accident. He has played solid all year, and I think he's just becoming more comfortable with the challenges in front of him. He's got a really, really good personal life. His partner at home, who I like to say calls him
100.
And I've got the little fingers out saying this sort. So I follow her on Instagram.
Game shot on the second
leg. That's a sort of a double for K.Huybrechts. This game has started with a bang.
Game on.
13 dart leg to level things up for K.Huybrechts there. Yeah, Joe Cullen last night beat Jeffrey de Graaf 6-4 in what was by and large a really high quality matchup, aside from the 26 dart holder throw for de Graaf to make it 3-3. Hence, it was a slightly distorted 6 from 21 on doubles. But if you take that leg out of the equation, it was a set of impressive stats for Cullen, averaging almost 99.
93.
And ultimately, it was a 14 dart break of throw in the 10th leg that settled it, having seen the first 9 legs go with a throw.
Yeah, it feels like Joe's been around forever. I mean, he's been on the circuit longer than Huybrechts. He actually got on he was on the circuit before I was, and I joined in 2008. And he's still a young man. I just get the feeling that he's grown into the player that he is now. I mean, he's done a lot of really good things in the game. Hasn't won a Pro Tour event yet, but I think it's only a matter of time, because he's building confidence towards something that I think in the next 5 years we will see his name on not just one, but quite a few trophies.
57.
Well, he almost got his name on the German Masters Trophy earlier this year in Munich. He made the semi-finals there. He beat James Wade, Benito van der Pas. He beat Gary Anderson 6-0 though, as well.
Game shot on the third leg.
K.Huybrechts with a 130 checkout on the ball.
Full leg, it's Kim to throw first.
And that's the break.
Game on.
Yeah, well, this is a proper game, ladies and gentlemen. Put your pints down, put your cups of tea down, because I don't think we're going to see many darts in this match. Even if it goes to 6-5, this is top quality tungsten.
Absolutely.
140.
It's 140 to start things off. Yeah, he lost to Van Gerwen in the end in Munich, but no disgrace. That hasn't really emulated that since then. But Joe Cullen is not going anywhere just yet. Look at those averages as well. Front nine, nothing between them. Huybrechts overall, 116.
140.
And that will see it creep up slightly as well to 118.35. Joe Cullen's at the moment 107 as well. This is a very, very decent meeting indeed. Look at that as well. 5 under par, Huybrechts, you could say, if it's a 15 dart leg average, and 4 under for Cullen in the opener that
89.
An average of 12 darts a winning leg so far. That is not bad.
That's not bad at all.
140.
What I like about the way that Joe's throwing at the moment is just it seems really effortless. There's only one way to go for this.
19. Oh, he's got it as well. Bullseye he wants.
107.
Desperately unlucky.
81.
And that was for another 12. This could be for 12. It might even be 11. Needs to be 12.
69.
Isn't small margins in this are going to control this score.
Oh, he's hit the 14, has he? Yep, so he needs double 4, and he's only got 1 dart in hand as well.
21.
And it's not enough.
Well, Cullen's been let off. 12. He's missed 2 darts at double 12 to get himself back on terms.
Game shot on
but he doesn't manage another.
Joe Cullen.
He's right back in it.
To throw first.
2-2, and this is still a great game of darts. I think when you look at the crowd, they've had a lot of vocal stuff going on. I think they're enthralled in this because this is really good.
Yeah, both players missing darts at doubles in that particular leg. It was Cullen who got there first, though, with the break back.
74.
2 apiece.
I was impressed with the performance of Simon Whitlock in the last game. I think that was a tricky opponent he had in Devin Peterson, but he
81.
Came out with what I believe is the best performance he's put on a European stage this year so far.
I mean, we sort of said that, I mean, by and large, his performances in Europe this year have been nothing special at all. It's far too many opening round exits for him in the second round stage, given he's a seeded player, losing 2 qualifiers here, there and everywhere. And he needed that, really. And who knows, from there he can build. But we'll know much more about that tomorrow.
Well, the winner of this game is Robbie Green's next opponent, and he played very well this afternoon against Stephen Bunting. Just lick your lips and get yourself ready in front of your laptop tomorrow, because there's going to be lots of darts to watch. Just look at the way that Joe's throwing these darts. Perfectly well. And just focus on his demeanour and his facial expressions when he goes for this double 10. There's no real effort in it.
95.
And that means it's a lot less stressful going for these shots. Well, he's given himself a little bit more stress, but he's got plenty of time to work with. What kind of a hole can Huybrechts put in it? Decent size. He pretty much cuts it in half, but he has to rely on more misses from Cullen.
Yeah, he's fancying with double 10, but he's missed that, so double 5.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Joe Cullen. 6 legs for Kim to throw first. Game on.
Okay, it's still on throw here, effectively, given the players have broken each other.
You're talking about the previous performances for Joe Cullen earlier in the season. And that 6-0 whitewash of Gary Anderson was just absolutely quintessentially brilliant. I mean, as far as performances go, I can't remember anybody beating Gary Anderson 6-0. And I cast my mind back to last season when he played Raymond van Barneveld on the tour, and he just had a monumental average against one of the best players of all time. And I think that maybe that game last season opened up the floodgates to say, you know what, I can mix it with the best of them. Why am I not doing it more regularly? And since then, I think when he signed with John Archer at Nevada Group and took his friend Devin with him, he's been a completely different player.
Yeah, it's given him a
59. Give me require
not a new lease of life, but
117.
perhaps a different lease of life, if you know what I mean. A fresh approach. And away, K.Huybrechts here. Tops he wants for a 117 checkout.
Game shot on the
and that's
sixth leg.
brilliantly done again.
And yet another
7th leg is
12
Joe to throw first. Game on.
Well, they're not messing about either.
3 apiece, so 117 checkouts. He's had a 13 dart leg
93.
earlier on as well. That's a 130 checkout for the break as well, for a 2-1 lead on the bull. It's all in all high quality fare.
93.
5 180s in this match already. Healthy averages.
I dare say that if Joe Cullen doesn't keep this up,
108.
well, what am I to say? He is keeping it up. But if he doesn't, K.Huybrechts is ready to snatch this game from under him. Cullen, on his own throw, has been
97.
absolutely brilliant so far.
The lineup, sorry.
He understands the concept of defending his throw with his life.
58.
It's an old school tactic that sometimes you can take a couple of visits off as long as you play well in your own throw. But nowadays, it's just
43.
gung-ho the whole time.
170.
But having a throw now is so much more important because all of the players are so much better.
80.
Well, Cullen's not there yet. If Huybrechts can get 140 here, which he won't, he may be thinking about letting this one go
53.
here because he's just not
190.
anywhere near him. 65 remaining, so 60 remaining. He's not there
50.
yet. And he's got plenty to work with here.
It's a pretty comfortable leg considering the legs that they've had earlier in the match. Sitting on 40 after 15. In a lot of the other legs, he wouldn't have had a shot at this.
101 remaining. He's rattled in another one
71.
to leave 44.
Joe, you require 40.
So, Cullen, well, all of a sudden, under a little bit of
Game
pressure,
shot on the
but
7th leg.
you
Joe
wouldn't know
Cullen.
it.
8th leg is Kim to throw first. Game
Now,
on.
can Joe Cullen break the K.Huybrechts throw and give himself the leg next time around?
108.
Wow. Solidifies what I was saying before. On your throw, defend it with your life, and the perfect way to start is with a 180.
Third 180 of the match
96.
for Huybrechts, 4 for Cullen. Anybody who's got stuck into the 180s market in this one will be rubbing their hands right now.
We've had a near miss on a 9-darter today from Michael Smith, who
43.
unfortunately was eliminated. Well done, James Wilson, on a fantastic performance. But we really want a 9-darter this weekend.
140.
Yeah, the holy grail of the European Tour. 3 years and 3 months and counting now.
Cullen here
100.
will be looking at the 19s, I believe. More of that, please. Another one will leave him 132. There you go.
133.
It's exactly what he wanted. If he wasn't going to get the 171, leave himself on that number because K.Huybrechts is going to take a chunk out of this 178.
135.
This way,
So you require
he has a shot at the
132.
bull. First start is not what he wanted. But what can he leave? Huybrechts will come back for 11 double 16. And the way he's been hitting it,
160.
it looks
Give
like
me
4-4.
43.
You feel this has to go. Double 16 then for Huybrechts for
Game shot on the
4-4.
8th leg.
And you
Kim
can see
Huybrechts.
what it means to him. Look at that reaction.
9th leg is Joe to throw first.
That was a big
Game on.
moment because that would have been a very opportune time to break for Joe Cullen. He wasn't given the chance, and we are now effectively into a best of 3 encounter.
134.
Oh, you can never accuse of K.Huybrechts of not being aggressive. That's his game, up and down, just aggressive, smashing
96.
trebles, leaving double 16, and more often than not hitting it.
43.
Well, can Huybrechts work with that?
$134.
Yes, he can, is the answer.
Well, it's magic leg 9, isn't it?
It is.
Time to break, he says.
100.
Oh, he needed that last treble, otherwise Huybrechts might have had a better opportunity than he has, but it's still a good chance, especially if he can keep finding this 19 bed with regularity straight into the treble 3 and
69.
again. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate.
That's a let-off for Joe. He needs to take advantage of that. Needs trebles. Needs them now.
64.
Good mathematics.
Yeah, squared that off nicely down to 160. Huybrechts on 202. But in the money once again here.
Can Joe Cullen cash in on 160? This would be
60.
absolutely sensational. He actually needs this.
Oh,
One
not.
down,
Oh.
2 down, 3.
140.
Not to be.
Give me a 197.
Great effort from the rock star, but now it's that treble 19.
Oh, he's into the 3s again.
Evaded
Would you
him.
believe it? And that's a 7 as well. 81 remaining. That's a bit messy.
35. Joe, you require 20.
Well, that was a chance for Huybrechts, no doubt about it.
A good opportunity for JC to clock this and go 5-4 ahead.
He's not
Last
there yet.
chance, Saloon.
Game shot in the
Yeah,
ninth
and a
leg.
scream
Joe
from the
Cullen.
rock star, as if to say, I'm aggressive too.
10th leg, it's Kim to throw first. Game on.
Letting off a little bit of steam, I feel. This is an edgy match. Oh, and I like a bit of staring down from the Hurricane.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
wonder,
boy.
was there a slight smile on his face as he did that? I'm not sure there was any malice in that, to be honest.
Nah,
Just a little, a
134.
small element of gamesmanship, maybe.
he wouldn't do that, would he?
Oh, there was another glare there as well as he walked back from the hockey. Has it knocked Joe off his stride?
51.
Perhaps
Well,
it has.
It's really tough when you let off that much steam in game to keep your adrenaline levels at the point where you're playing well. I think what Kim has done
96.
really well here is that he's just kept his cool.
Ironically, Huybrechts did find the treble 19 bed there as well. He could have done with that in the last leg.
78.
So, 100 or so the gap here. Huybrechts, though, in charge of this all-important 10th leg.
171.
What a great reaction that is.
Even JC's having a bit of a smile. This looks like it's going all the way.
120.
And
bad
why
Give me a
not?
100.
What a game so far from both guys. For 11 Data.
Game
Oh,
shot in the
yeah.
10th leg. Kim Huybrechts.
I think we have a game, ladies and
11th
gentlemen.
and final leg is Joe to throw
Sudden
first.
death. The last leg of the
Game
night.
on.
And this will determine who progresses to play Robbie Green tomorrow.
Yeah, the lineup is almost complete. Just one name left to go into the
85.
last 16 to face Robbie Green. Joe Cullen, can he become the 7th qualifier to reach the final day of competition here in Riesa? Ryan Meikle against Yuri Mayfisser. Jelle Klaassen against Sulevic. James Wilson against Terry Jenkins. Chizzy against Andy Bolton.
134.
Whitlock against Peter Wright. Van der Pass against Robert Thornton. Ian White against Dragutin Horvat, another qualifier. And the winner of this to face Robbie
100.
Green.
What is it about playing Kim Huybrechts that brings the beast out of people? His treble 19 shooting in this match has been nothing short of
134.
impeccable.
Yeah, the only time it deserted him was when he needed it on that 97 finish, and he might not have been in this situation now had he been able to
96.
do so. But he is, and
Well,
he's in a good position. He's on 2-3-3.
I'd go 18s here and a 25, but that treble 19 has come back
Oh.
and saved him once
134.
more.
And he's down to a finish first on the Cullen throw, 99 away.
Joe's up against it.
Well, he might.
Needs a treble. Doesn't get it.
60.
So the
Give me a
160 that he missed
199.
before, will he get a shot at it? 82 left.
Ooh.
17 leaves a double. So 160
Jay,
to
you require
finish the job.
160.
It's a big ask, especially when the third seed is on 40. It's not going to be for the rock star. So Huybrechts is going to come back for tops.
And 3 darts at it.
100. Give me a require 40.
He'll love this. Wait for the reaction. He's not found it. Double 10. The anxiety goes on here for Kim.
Game
But he
shot.
takes out the double 5. And
Kim
there is the
Huybrechts.
reaction. A wry smile from Joe Cullen, who knows that he's pushed the number 3 seed all the way. But ultimately, the rock star is out of the tournament. Kim Huybrechts, newly married, new lease of life, and back in business on the European stage once again. That brings an end to the play here in Reese on day 2. Quick word from Paul Nichols.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. I think we've probably had the best game of the entire day at the very end. No disgrace to Joe Cullen. The Hurricane goes on in the kind of game that he loves. Really, let's push on. Let's have some more of that tomorrow. I'll leave you with Rob Malawi.
Yeah, the action resumes tomorrow, 1 o'clock local time. 2 of the 6 qualifiers to get through. Ryan Meikle against Jordi May Visser. What an opportunity for one of those two. Loads more to look forward to as well. Peter Wright, though, the highest seed, still standing. Let's hear from Kim before we go.
Gave it the big one when he had to, and I love that. I always hope my opponent does that so I can do it as well. And it brings out the best of me, and that's what happened now.
I think average about 106. Double percentage, over 70%, very, very good.
Happy with that, yeah. But I'm more happy that I won. Some games you win with an 80 average and you're like, not good. Some games you win with 107 average, but the most important thing is the win. You want to win. Even with the 80 average, if you win, you get through the next round, you get more money, you get more titles, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's right. Robbie Green's the next one. He played well today against Stephen Bunting.
Robbie's a really good player. He proved that in the past. He will prove that again. He's a good player. I'll have to be on the top form to beat him, and that's what I'm going to try, obviously.
We're looking forward to that. Thank you very much. K.Huybrechts.